Just want to welcome you to Mr. Decker's 8th grade U.S. history class, and I am your host, Mr. Decker. Parents especially, I want to thank you for taking the time to click on this link and watch this video in the course overview section of my Canvas page. And students, I'd like to thank you as well for your interest. I basically just want to take a couple of minutes of your very valuable time here and explain to you what the overview of this course is. You're now on Canvas, or you clicked this link on YouTube, but either way, from our Canvas page, you can find a lot of really valuable resources. Our assignments are going to be posted here every single day. We will submit some assignments through Canvas, but not all. I'll communicate with you a lot about the directions and instructions on Canvas, and most importantly, it is one of the many ways that you can communicate with me in the messaging system. We also have our online textbook located on Canvas, which is through McGraw-Hill, and I will go through a pretty extensive breakdown of how to get those books with your students. By the time you're in 8th grade, you should have a fairly good idea of how to access online books. My guess is that's not what you're here for today. My guess, I should say, is probably you're here to see what is my child going to be learning in 8th grade U.S. history this year. Just so happens that as of the filming of this video, it's an election year. Election years in history teachers' worlds are sort of like walking a tightrope over hot lava, hungry alligators, and people are hurtling rocks at you while you're walking the tightrope. Any slip, and it's over. I want to assure you a couple of things. Number one, I have always been a purveyor of truth and history. I am here to help teach your child how to think. I am not here to tell them what to think. I think it is grossly irresponsible of adults, especially teachers or any authority figure, to try and impress beliefs or impose beliefs upon their students. I have very firm and solid opinions that are rooted in logic and belief and all different things, and a lot of those things will not come out in this classroom because it's not my place, nor is it my purpose. We will learn facts. We will learn that we are not the only people on the planet, and that there are many other people that believe, think, feel, act differently than us, and collectively we need to be okay with that within the realms of the classroom. I'm not here to try and fix society, but I am here to try and make leaders that will hopefully improve society one day. So that said, it is an election year. This is history class, and current events are part of our curriculum, so that the election will be discussed. We may watch clips of debates and things of that nature. Of course, I will preview all of these and make sure that they're suitable for school. Of course, it's not just the election, but I'm sure that that's what's on most people's minds. In U.S. history in 8th grade, we will focus in primarily on the early foundations of the United States of America. We'll date back a little bit into the 1600s. We will talk about early colonization. We will focus on Native Americans. We'll focus on British colonialism, mercantilism, the early tensions in the colonies rooted in taxes and invasion of privacy. We'll then follow through the American Revolution, Articles of Confederation, forming of the Constitution, our first presidents, and we will then voyage into westward expansion, manifest destiny, and at the end of the school year, we will finish up with the American Civil War. So a lot of things, but the primary areas of focus will take place between the years roughly 1750 and 1865. So foundations of American history. We'll spend a lot of time talking about the Constitution, personal rights, the foundations of our government, how elections work. We'll analyze maps. We'll analyze geography. Being an election year, we'll look a lot at like electoral college and how that works. Different little things like that I nerd out about and find very fascinating, whereas most people don't. But I'm going to try my best to make it interesting. As far as what you can expect from this class workload-wise, I tell students, and this is a big hook, technically, in my class, homework does not exist. And it hasn't existed in the now 17 years that I've been a U.S. history teacher. Apparently, I was a rebel at the beginning, and now this is becoming more of a common thing. I'm trying to give your students assignments in class so that they learn how to manage their time while they are at work. Work-life balance is extremely important, as we all know. I have 2 children of my own, both of which are in the middle school grades, 5th and 7th. They don't go to Lake Central, they go to Lowell. So I know all about raising a kid through the COVID, raising a kid who is involved in activities, the relay of information between parent and adult. I am here to try and help bridge that gap. And I want to reduce the amount of workload and stress as much as possible at home. I would rather put it simply, I want to answer your students' questions in class and see them complete their work in class rather than take it home and lose it and things like that. So when they say, Mr. Decker said there's no homework, they're right. I don't assign homework as in do these things as the bell rings, turn them in tomorrow. I will give your student ample time to get work done in class. I'll be here to help them. So a lot of the thing with if your student does bring homework home, that's largely on them, all right? I'm always here to help. As you'll see, if you haven't heard or if you don't know, I'm a pretty trustworthy person, I'm a pretty patient person, and I'm an extremely empathetic person. So life happens. Communicate with me and we'll make it work, okay? We do have new homework policies that I will be going over with your students as we iron those out, but I anticipate no big issues with that. Last thing I want to leave you with is what you can expect as far as tests and quizzes. I like to stay to the same schedule as the week goes on. Of course, things change, but you can expect tests and quizzes to be on Thursdays in my class. A lot of people give quizzes and tests on Fridays. I would like to ease that burden and give them time to work on it, or at least one day earlier in the week so that they can get the test in my class out of the way on Thursday, which then leaves Friday open for things like enrichment, homework catch-up, current events, geography, or we can just move on to the next chapter, or if I feel like we didn't really grasp something, we can come back and teach that. So Thursdays are your assessment days. They will mostly be quizzes and tests. Sometimes they'll be on Canvas. Other times it'll be projects. I like to do timelines. I like to do project-based learning as much as possible. I like to try and hit the different learning styles as much as I can because I know that we're all not paper pencil testers. Some of us have test anxiety. Some of us don't retain information the first time we hear it. We need to hear it multiple times. You're in a good place. I review constantly. You'll never be tested on something after hearing it just once. All right, I like to give you information in a variety of ways in a repetitious style. As far as in class every single day, what do you need? I need you to show up with a book, your history book, your study guide, which you will get at the beginning of every chapter, and something to write with. If you can come to class with those three things every single day, that's great. It'd be awesome if you'd remember your Chromebook too, because if you haven't noticed, I do have a YouTube channel and I will make videos for you on occasion. So you might need your Chromebook for that from time to time. Should be a fun year. I look really forward to teaching every single year. I love U.S. history. Hopefully some of that passion can come out and maybe one day you'll be inspired to pay attention to U.S. history, and goodness gracious, maybe you'll be a U.S. history teacher one day too. That's the brief synopsis. I'll go over a lot more things, but a similar spiel at Open House. Please, ladies and gentlemen, do not ever hesitate to shoot an email out to me. My email is edecker, EDECKER, at lcscmail.com. And in case you didn't have time to write that down, it is right below this video link on my Canvas course overview page. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. Please do not hesitate to ever reach out. Communication is key, and I want to be unified together on this journey through 8th grade. Thanks for stopping by, and I got it done in under 10 minutes, which for a history teacher is nothing short of a miracle. Till next time, good luck, and may the force be with you.